welcome to episode 4 of One Credit Only. This time I will be playing one of the most popular game series that is out there. This is Metal Slug, obviously one of the most common popular shooters on the Neo Geo arcade hardware. This game has been ported to everything under the sun, and it has a rather long and varied history. Obviously this game was first released on Neo Geo Arcade and Home Hardware in 1996. Also got ported to the PlayStation 1, the Saturn, and was also later released on the Wii Virtual Console. This game has spawned many sequels across a variety of game systems. Let's give it a bit of a rundown. Metal Slug 2 was released in 1998 on the arcade, Neo Geo and Neo Geo CD, and also on the Wii Virtual Console. Then we had Metal Slug X, which was a remake of Metal Slug 2 with a harder difficulty, and that was released on arcade hardware alone. After that, in 1999, the Neo Geo Pocket got its first version of the game, which was Metal Slug First Mission. A year after, in 2000, Metal Slug 3 was released. That was on the arcade, also got a PS2, Xbox 360 and original Xbox release. The same year we had Metal Slug Second Mission on the Neo Geo Pocket Color. 2 years hence we had Metal Slug 4 that was released on the arcade, the PlayStation 2 and the Xbox. A year later, Metal Slug 5 was on the arcade, PlayStation 2, Xbox, and first time released for the PC. A year after that, the Game Boy Advance got its first version of the game in Metal Slug Advance. 2 years later, Metal Slug 6 was released, again on the arcade, but this time moved into the Atomic Wave hardware. First time it had moved away from the Neo Geo MVS Hardware, and was also released for the PS2. The same year there was a 3D reboot of the game released on PlayStation 2, just simply named Metal Slug, and was a sort of a third person shooter in the same vein of the game generally. 2007 saw the release of Metal Slug Anthology, which included all the games up to number 6, and that was on the Wii, PlayStation 2 and the PSP, and it was also released on PC as well. In 2008, Metal Slug 7 was released on DS and also got released on the Xbox 360 in 2008. Metal Slug XX, which was a remake of Metal Slug 7, was released on the DS and also ported to the PSP. And there was also in the works in 2009 a Metal Slug Online, which was an MMO that has unfortunately been suspended. This game is full of humour. There's multiple weapons in the game. There's also multiple vehicles. As you saw there, I was just using the SV001 or Metal Slug, which the game is titled after. But there was lots of other vehicles that came into the series after that. In Metal Slug 2 we had the Camel Slug, the Slugonoid, the Slug Flyer. In Metal Slug 3 there was the Slug Driller, the Slug Mariner, the Elephant Slug, the Ostrich Slug, the LV Rebel Armour, the Slug Copter and the Astro Slug. Metal Slug 4 saw Bradley, the Metal Crow and the Forklift Truck being introduced. Metal Slug 5 had the Spider Slug. Metal Slug 6 saw the Donkey Slug, the Slug Digger, the Slug Gunner Prototype and the Rootmar Slug. And Metal Slug 7 saw the Truck Slug, Slug Gigant and the Slug Armour. The characters in this game, in the original one, this one that we're playing here, only had 2 characters. That was Marco Rossi, who I'm playing as now, and Tama Roving, who was always player 2. In Metal Slug 2 onwards, 2 more were introduced, Eri Kasamoto and Theo Jeremy, and 6 saw Ralph Jones and Clark Steele being introduced. And there we go. Game over. So that was episode 4, Metal Slug. See you next time.